And we're back. I think this time we are going to be able to finish this up. So, carrying on, we're down deep below in like this religious bunker. And so what we need to do now is we got to fill a gas canister. So, that is a really loud click. Hold on. Okay, now I got to reorient myself. Where are we? Okay, this is where I needed to be. So, gas line, but we got 2 of these gas caps. And there's a bunch of open spots. So, hold on. What do you mean it doesn't fit? Okay, on there. I was going to say, real picky. We got to open it before we can place it. Okay. So, we got to find the trails. So, we got... This must be the gasoline barrel. So, okay. Up, seal, or, you know, close, follow the pipes. So we can always change that, but we got gas flow through 2 pipes here. I'm just checking something. Okay. Because then that can stay open, that goes down, up and around, back down here. Well, that's closed because that breaks there, so. Okay, we definitely need a gas cap here. I'm guessing this one's useless there, because we just seal that off. Down, up and around. I'm hoping 2 is all we need. I think that's it. No. Yes, I still got the guide up. I'm just curious. Am I missing a gas cap? Yeah, there's a 3rd gas cap, apparently. God damn it, that's all I'm missing. I got it right, I think. I'm just missing 1 gas cap. Where's the 3rd one? God damn it. Okay, I'm missing a 3rd gas cap because, yeah, then that flows. It would go through there and then... Shoot. Is there no other solution? God damn it. Where's this last gas cap? Did I miss it? Shoot. You know, it's always 3s, but it's like, where's this last one? God damn it. Hold on. So I bet it's back, actually, right before, because... Nope. Hold on. It's not down there. I bet it's back up the way we came. Not on this corner, but it's got to be up here. Like, it's got to be somewhere, like, before we get down here, before we reach this at the first time. Bunker 1A. So it's got to be up here. I think it's right behind him. There we go. Okay. Sorry, got so twisted around. It's like, right, it's got to be before there, because... Okay. Because if you turn the right way, originally, it's like you'd find this thing before then. It's like, well, what's this for? Then you go into the next room and find, like, oh, gas cap. Now, if everything's still set... I think so. Okay, because it's got to come from the barrel. So up, block there, open, down. Oh. There we go. Still no? What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Again, I don't mean to just keep looking at a guide, but I've kind of lost my patience. It's not that this game doesn't have, like, a lot of good stuff going for it. I'm just kind of like, I'm done. I swear I'm right. No. Oh, come on. Just a second. Sorry, okay. Closed. Oh, that's closed too. Okay, I saw that one. I figured it's like, it goes up and loops around. No, that just lowers pressure. There we go. Whittling all over the place. Okay, now it's full. Yeah, those pumps take quite a bit to get going. Trust me, I know. That doesn't sound... That sounds awkward. No, like, use that pumps like that for, like, oil and fuel at other jobs. But... Bunker stairs. Wait a second. Now that we got that, even though we haven't done much, but still, maybe now's the best time for one more save, because I bet we're, I keep saying that, I bet this is the end. Sorry, I really did not mean to, like, use a guide for, like, this, like, last third, but it's like some of these puzzles got really weird, and I wasn't sure where to find the solutions. Like... Even the game, or the guy doesn't really tell you, and I'm starting to think it's like, maybe you just had to, like, know that stuff, or maybe there was, like, a small thing you missed, or interactable, like, the exact time of Jesus' birth. It's like, what was that? Where did you find that information? Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, that you definitely have to give a couple of cranks, because that's how it works. Water. That's it, water. Start the pump. I was gonna say, if Anna is down here, how they got her down here, if he could, whatever. Now I see it clearly. Noah lied to us. It was all a lie. He promised to take us away from our tormented lives. He told us that the gods had laid out a sacred plan for us all. All lies. That thing he called a god is nothing but evil, and the source of the nameless thing that creeps around in the dark. In the source of the nameless things that creep around in the dark. Don't like the sound of that. I was gonna say, Noah, you jerk. Or I suppose those guys...
Emma, my dear granddaughter, you finally reunite with your sister.
Oh.
Noah.
You survived the fall from the old bridge. This is a divine sign, a true miracle. God tested my faith, and now that I have been found worthy, you have been brought back to me.
What is your role in all of this?
What do you think? Have you been reading all the journal entries?
My role? I orchestrated all of it. 14 years ago, I made a mistake that I have regretted every single day. This time, I won't let you escape. I have you just where I want you.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is finally time for the ritual. With your and your sister's blood, we will finally witness the birth of our Savior. In his endless grace, he will make me the new Pope, the Supreme Pontiff. Every conceited prick in the Vatican will rot in this stinging town.
I don't know if the Lord would appreciate that language.
You are insane. You killed my dad, and because of you, your own daughter and my sister Anna have been poisoned by that damned radiation. What kind of monster are you?
A monster? You call me a monster? I was willing to sacrifice everything I loved in the name of the Creator. He will be born again to purify the earth of these unholy souls. Only the true heirs of the kingdom of God will prevail and create a new world. After what your sister did to her eyes, I thought we would never be able to open the vault again. You two are the last remaining twins with the sacred blood. I must thank you for giving me access to this place. I could not have done it by myself, but you, to take one of your eyes out, that was absolutely genius.
Why didn't you think of that?
I won't let you use my sister and me for your sinister purposes.
Sorry, I'm not like poking holes. Just like it's funny. It's just like you had 14 years and you didn't think. It's just like, oh yeah, maybe.
There is nothing you can do to stop it. We are the Pollux sect, descendants of the ones that brought light and darkness.
I was gonna say Pollock sect, but they missed the a lot of typos, and I'm not complaining.
We are the heirs chosen to reign above every being that walks this earth.
You are insane.
This time, there's no bridge to jump from. Rejoice! You are about to fulfill your sacred destiny. There's no running away.
I don't plan to run away. I'm coming for you.
Get her! Prepare the twins for the blood offering.
I was gonna say, just shoot from the nail gun and just get him in the head. I was gonna say, this is a problem for it once. Okay. Oh, good. I was thinking, it's like, we definitely need ammo. Come on, don't Resident Evil me if you're gonna give me nothing. Okay, we're getting a few things. You really got time for formalities, guy? A cross-shaped key with a handle. Just fell off the wall. And that's probably how we gotta open the front door, too. So this is Anna, actually. I wonder. Because this was called an antidote, and if it's about radiation poisoning, maybe... This feels like good ending territory. We really do look alike. It might just be the same model. She suffered enough. Now she doesn't have to be used anymore. An old bolt cutter. It's a little rusty, but should work just fine. So I gotta say about that? I was like, where's her body? I'm sorry, Anna. For years you were trapped here all alone. Now you can finally rest in peace. I'm going to finish this. No one won't be hurting anyone for much longer. I promise. Sorry. I'm just looking. I feel like that's going to be like a big factor in alternate ending. So, let's save again. But I'm going to do... Yeah. I hope that did what I think it did. That was a different save file, right? Yes, okay. 8 hours, okay. Now we're just going to take a stroll in the laughter room. Why is this... It looks like something scratched out at the very beginning of it. Sorry. Huh.
So, you killed those fools? They were not worthy of the Polex sect after all.
This is over, Noah. Your gruesome dream ends here. Without the blood of the twins, you won't be able to bring that thing back to life.
I have waited so long to revive our savior. I will show you that my faith has no limit.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, my child. If only you had faith.
I have faith you're gonna die here. Shouldn't have got fix your arm like that. Whatever happened for him to lose it in the first place? I suppose, are they supposed to bloodlet the twins in those basins? So if one person does it... Okay. This is certainly a thing we're dealing with. There's gotta be something we can do to do major damage or something. That didn't do anything. But it used up a... it made contact because it used up a thing, but it didn't do any damage. Yeah, you can see it's like two-headed. Oh, now they're waking up. Oh, I see. Suppose we gotta wait for it to open again. Okay, I see. It was like timing a key to go through. Okay. Where's the... Okay, down there. I see it. Oh. I suppose we gotta do so much damage to it. Okay. At least time stands still while we're doing minigames like this. I don't know how those pulleys are taking those pins out, but oh well. I get it. Ah! Okay, I got greedy. Yeah, I was seeing. You can't rapid tap that, so. And finesse. Even without it being on, that's gonna be a problem.
It's over, Noah. How many girls were sacrificed for that thing? Those bastards won't hurt anyone ever again.
That'd be awesome if that could somehow turn on. It was just like... But, okay. Where did that drop down at? Over there. Nope, that's the elevator we came in on, right? Nope. I was gonna say, now an RE style, like, exit the mansion. Maybe that really is it. Just taking it all in as we get the hell out of here. Get the, well, some kind of closure that comes with just exiting and opening the front door ourselves and getting out of here. Oops. Although I get it, maybe just ending the game would have been just fine and just like, that's sufficient. What would we... God damn it. Trying to find the way out of here. Lost again. Yeah, maybe I see what they're going for. Maybe that was our triumphant moment, and maybe you should have just wrapped it up there. Nope. Gonna say, yeah, they're guiding us the right way. I was gonna say, a sculpture of an angel comforting her grieving sister. A thing that they couldn't do for each other. Oh, it's right there. I was like, where the hell is it? What is this for, though? Why do we need a bolt cutter? I was like worried. Is there something we should be finding before we do this? Nostalgia.
After all, no matter how hard we want it, we can't change the past.
Unless... Okay. Unless there is a way, and those bolt cutters could be... hold on, I'm looking. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Let me take a look. See results. Hold on. Okay. Total playtime, a little over 8 hours. Saves 18, defeated enemies 71 plus, medical kits found 6 plus, travel distance 18, almost 19,000 kilometers, damage received 940, main books completed 2, ending forgetfulness plus plus, ranking plus 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 plus. What is that? Oh. If we went around those heads, would we have done something? Okay, or were those like... Okay, forgetfulness plus. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Sorry. One more quick thing. Hold on, I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, I was looking. So yeah, there's Remorse ending, which is basically if you finish the game, hold on. Wait a second. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at it. Okay, there's 3 major endings. And yeah, one is just kind of like ignoring the ghost, I guess, and like not saving Anna, but this time we did. Well, wait a second. Yeah, hold on, I was trying to remember. Okay, so not curing Anna is for one ending, but curing her. Hold on, let's get through this boss fight again real quick. I'll skip ahead. And we're back. So, yeah. From that one ending, we walk away, no changing the past. Or is there? Because we take this out. And then, I was thinking, like, what can we use the bolt cutters on? There's one place with a chain that we couldn't break before. And even though we did, we weren't there to do it. So now, let's make things go differently.
I don't want to talk to you.
Come on, Anna. Let's get out of here.
Anna, I came back for you.
You cut the chain.
I told you I would get you out of here. Now, we need to escape.
I was gonna
to
say,
a
it's still,
safer
like,
time.
steaming from the, like, acid we poured on it.
A time?
I mean, a place where we are safe.
I don't know if I should trust you. Besides, I have to find Mother. Those men took her.
I understand you want to find her, but those men in hazmat suits will be back if we don't leave right now. We don't have anything to fight them with. It would be better to go to town and get help. Then we can rescue your mother.
Do you promise we'll be back for my mother?
I promise, but you must trust me.
Okay.
At least we'll circle back. I was gonna say, sheep. Oh. For some reason, I was kind of hoping, even though that's not at all how this is working, she pulls her through and she's like full-sized.
What happened here? Everything is completely different. I don't recognize the main hall at all.
There's a lot going on.
Something strange is happening. I feel as if I don't belong here. I can't explain it.
I will explain in due time. What's important right now is us getting out of here. Do you trust me?
Let me at least get a nap in.
I think I can trust you, miss.
You don't need to call me miss. Just call me Caroline.
Okay, Miss Caroline. I'm sorry. I mean, Caroline.
That's better. I know all of this is strange, but I will explain everything.
Yes.
You won't believe a thing. But, let's get out of here. Sisters.
Anna, I'm aware that my actions were wrong. Once you find out the truth, I hope you can forgive me. Anna.
Abandoning her timeline, basically, but, you know, she got out of there. That's kind of like a very interesting, but very kind of like sweet thing to go down. Adoption plus, whatever that means. But I guess adoption, we've basically taken her in. She doesn't need to know we're her sister, but I don't think she'd believe us if we told her. And then I guess a third ending. Do I just go back through again? I suppose might as well go for it. Hold on. We stopped right before the bunker. It will only take a few minutes. We're going to cut again. Might as well get all 3 of these endings. Okay, back. First cut, where we see Anna here. Can interact with her in any way. Okay, but we're not going to give her the antidote, and we're just going to leave. Because the antidote is missable, because you have to go and do, you know, that infinite corridor, or infinite hallway, that you can, is not required to find that antidote. So you could miss that. So, that's what made me think it's like talking about like this radiation poisoning and everything. So it's like, that made it, you know, implied that it was a missable thing. So that's what I was thinking. If everyone's affected by the radiation, or that's what Anna's afflicted by, that's what turned her into the ghost or whatever. But there was an option to at least free her soul from the captivity she's in. Now it feels really malicious. It was just ignoring her. But one more. Beat the boss again. Give me a moment. Okay, and back again. This time we did not mess with Anna. Hold on. This time we did not mess with Anna. No antidote administered. So if we just leave, I wonder if we can leave, or if she's gonna, like, come up, or there's gonna have regrets for not curing her, even if we didn't have a chance, or even if we didn't have the antidote. It feels malicious that we do. Okay. I was gonna say, is it really not different? Remorse. So for abandoning her, you know, she still gets her revenge that we were never there for her. I was listening to this music. Okay, sorry. Carrying on. So, Remorse Plus. Ranking plus, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Looked at 3 things and then working around the thing. I don't know what those mean, but okay. I'm sure there's like hidden stats and such. But okay, with that, that's the 3 endings of Tormented Souls. And with that, that is in total Tormented Souls. How was it? It's pretty good. Okay, like, you know, it is good. Like, the atmosphere is top notch, really. Like, this, like, creepy, like, hospital mixed with, like, mansion. The aesthetic is creepy. It's, like, the dark corners. The monsters aren't that difficult. And once you figure out, you know, how they can die, it goes pretty smoothly. You know, just taking them out as you go, them popping up. You know your restrictions, just sort of like you can't fight if there's no light because you need light to see. You can't just go into the dark, you know, unprotected. But you know, that you understand, like, those are your limits. And so it's like, okay, and fighting is pretty consistent. Like, it takes this many shots to defeat this enemy, or, like, you know, it takes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots on like ascending enemies to take them down, and then you can club them with the crowbar. Simple, and it's consistent. It's not like regular Resident Evil where it's just sort of like, all right, either the zombie goes down in one shot, or maybe it'll take 5, or maybe it'll take like 2 clips and it's still not dead. I'm exaggerating only a little bit. So like there is like, it is nice having that consistency. And some of the puzzles are pretty clever, like kind of like Alice. Like some of the puzzles are like clever, but they're also just like hard to wrap your head around. And especially in the back third, like I wasn't trying to look at a guide, but boy, did I get really confused. Just like all I had was like, it's just like, how do you find these solutions in the environment for this like puzzle, like the clock, like the combination for the TV/safe? Like what was I missing, or what did I miss, or what was I supposed to see, or how was I supposed to figure out, how that was all supposed to work? It's kind of that, and some of the locations do get repetitive. Admittedly, it got frustrating on the combat in the back end, but that's because I messed up on the ghost thinking I could kill it. No, that was our nemesis, and I just didn't have, and I didn't realize everything else could die, so I didn't see why this thing would be any different, but it turns out it was very different, and I just happened to waste loads of valuable stuff that would have really, saved me in the back end. But we managed in the end. We scraped through. But yeah, overall, Tormented Souls, this is a solid RE-like, like the story just goes places. Like Tormented Souls, yeah, everyone in this story has gone through hell. Like Caroline/Emma has kind of gotten like, away with not having such a horrible life for the most part, not being in captivity. But that's kind of the thing, is because she didn't suffer, it's everyone else that was like jealous or angry or trying to pull her back into it. Because, okay, beginning, you had Noah. Abused his daughter when she was young, but then she met a doctor named William. Fell in love, tried to have kids several times, but they kept having complications. But they eventually had twins, Anna and Emma. However, there was a prophecy of sorts in this region where a indigenous tribe sacrificed twins in order to try and get or bring back the dead, including their supposed god, the Palulek sect or whatever. It turns out that Noah and Bertrand, William's father, were both part of like this secret organization. And so they were doing experiments to try to bring these, or, try to create twins in order to sacrifice them to resurrect their god or whatever this thing could be. Like I said, it's like our savior, and did they mistake that for, it's like, oh, we can bring back Jesus this way, even though that wasn't exactly what they did. But it's just like, whatever reason or whatever this god they worshipped, they were trying to resurrect it by sacrificing twins. But there was very few left of like the bloodline to get through. It was mainly down to them. But when William and Maria had twins, there was the chance, but they had to follow the rules, so they had to wait till they were old enough in order to begin to sacrifice. But but they both realized, okay, they both I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it, because both but everyone kind of like started realizing like something was going on. We had those two similar diary entries where it's just like, I followed father down this path and found a secret cave. And I think, if I remember though, those were in two different journals. Those were in Maria's and William's, because both their fathers were like these religious cultists. But it was Bertrand who had a change of heart. When he realized like his granddaughters were going to be sacrificed, and the poor long-suffering Maria was, gonna get it again, that he tried to help them escape, but they couldn't. Emma ended up getting lost, or falling off the bridge and getting lost, and supposedly died, but somehow she survived and just found herself, like, away from the place, and just lived a normal life, roughly, I guess, one way or another. Meanwhile, Maria and Anna got recaptured. Anna trying to escape, but even with, like, time-bending stuff happening, she couldn't. And so, long-suffering to try and not let, long-suffering, kind of resenting her sister for escaping one way or another, for not being there and suffering with her, and just, like, knowing she was alive somewhere. And when she realized that, it's just like, oh wait, she is alive, I can't let her get used, she has to stay away from this place, and I gotta make sure, the Pollux sect can't do what they're doing, so I'm gonna rip out my own eyes. But then, suffering radiation poisoning by being banished down below the, into the sewers, turning into that monster. Meanwhile, like, Maria also suffering from radiation, but when, William finally managed to make a cure by experimenting on loads of people, like, all those things running around are his experiments, I think, and he managed to find an antidote, but it only worked temporarily for Maria before she died. And as William was gearing up to, take down Noah caught on, killed him. And, like, all recently, like, as we were showing up, it is very interesting. Like, it seems like everything took forever, but it's like, it's like, oh, it's all ghosts here now. No, sorry. There, again, Dad was there the whole time at the beginning of the game, not realizing who you were or why you were here, and you just happened to move on. And just, like, probably, like, because of your, like, like, ancient civilization blood, you're able to, like, bend time and do all this, like, time jumping and stuff like that. So that's probably, like, explaining away that way. But anyways, Emma living as Caroline, but always having these recurring dreams of just, like, seeing herself in a horrible situation, in rags, in a horrible sewer, wet ground, again, twin telepathy or whatever you want to call that. Her reflection literally on the other side, of the suffering Emma and Anna and Emma being unaware of her sister's, like, true fate. She wasn't seeing herself in the mirror, she was seeing her sister's horrible life. But in the end, stopping Noah and destroying this god and leaving. And at the very least, in one ending, Emma or Anna finally getting her revenge and bringing Emma down with her. Or helping her find peace and then leaving. But then you can go back in time and bring past Emma into the present and bringing her with you now that there's no one left to try and harm her in the future, and in the past, Noah's got no one left to hurt. So with that, it's very interesting. Like, it is clunky, it is janky, like, a lot of typos, which, again, not a big deal, but it's like, when you notice it was like, oh, that's interesting. And, like, the performances are just fine. They're okay. Not picking on any of the voice performances at all. Like, they did good. It's just sort of like, I don't want to call it campy, and it's just sort of like, boy, if there was, like, a little bit more, like, despair in the voice, because, like, this is messed up. This is a dismal, dark, depressing story, and just sort of like, the voices aren't really going for camp, but they sound a little too campy for, like, how dismal the setting is. But in the end, it works, and this was a solid RE-like. I think there's more I wanted to say, but I think that kind of sums it up. Like, some of the puzzles are really obtuse, but once you get it, it's like, oh, it makes sense. I see what they're doing there. The combination key is actually, like, very clever. Once you figure out how it's supposed to work, it's like, oh, that's genius. It makes a lot of sense. It just takes a little bit, and there are parts in the game where it could do a bit better of a job tutorializing how things are supposed to work and like what you can do. But in the end, it works just fine. So yeah, a little twisty, little windy, little repetitive, but it works out in the end. So Tormented Souls, solid RE like. If you like Resident Evil, this will, scratch the itch just fine. Alright, I think I've said enough. That's kind of a wrap on that. I've got a sneeze that won't come out. I'm sick. I just wanted to get this done. So sorry for, taking the fun out of the back third by looking up answers, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do here? I'm very confused. And, again, some of the puzzles could be toned down a little bit. Some of the difficulty could be toned down a little bit. There wasn't as much, combining weapons, and everything was kind of, simple. But again, in the end, it all worked pretty well. This is a pretty solid, 6, 7 out of 10 RE, if you want to say. Probably closer to 6, but still solid. So, with that all being said, I think that's pretty much a wrap. So, with that all being said, good job to Dual Effect and Abstract Digital. Again, curious if there's anything beyond this, or what they do next. Because I can't remember. I think it's Abstract Digital that has, a cutesy, game. It's like, they made this, and then they made something, kind of, colorful and quirky, and it's just like, okay, that's a disparity, but it works. Okay, sorry. With that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Tormented Souls.